Over the past few years, I've built an unbreakable amount of self-love and self-confidence. And if you follow exactly what I say in this video, I'm very confident that you can do that as well. Sometimes I hear how people treat themselves, how people talk to themselves, and I get really confused on how we could possibly view ourselves in that light and how we could possibly treat ourselves in that light. And I guess I've been very far removed from that part of my life, so I decided to humble myself and put myself back in the shoes of who I used to be when I wasn't confident and when I didn't love myself as much as I did. It was hard for me to love myself, and I didn't even realize how much I didn't love myself until the little things started to build up, until I started treating myself disrespectfully, until I started letting people back in my life when I know I probably shouldn't have, when I started just doing little things that reflected a person who didn't like the person that he was. And because of that, I was really disappointed in the person that I was. And it was just like a full cycle of me being disappointed that I didn't love myself and then not loving myself because I didn't love myself. It was like an unbreakable cycle that I just couldn't find myself out of. And then one day I just got sick of that feeling. I got sick of waking up and feeling disappointed at the man that I was looking at. And I'm not sharing any of that so you can empathize with my story, but I shared that for two reasons. One, because I've got to get myself back to that mindset of who I was at that moment so I can tell you how I got out of it. And second, because I want you to understand that I've been there. I never grew up confident. I had to work for it. So here's exactly what I did to get out of it. And I'm gonna say this right now, it's a very boring fix. So if you want something quick and if you want something easy, you should probably go watch a different video that's gonna lie to you, because you're not gonna get that from me. But if you want an honest way to start loving yourself and to start changing your life, then thankfully you're in the right place. If you actually want to make a change in your life, and if you actually want to love yourself, you need to start creating systems, because systems provide clarity, and that clarity provides understanding, and that understanding provides a self-love that you'll never find in a confused state. And for people that don't know what a system is, it's pretty much just a routine that can help you get in the habit of changing your life. But it's not as simple as a routine, so let me explain. The reason that I could never find that self-love in myself is because I was so confused on who I was. I wanted to love myself, but I didn't know who it was that I wanted to love. I'm not saying it's impossible to love somebody when they're in a state of confusion, but it's a lot harder to love that person. And if you want to make it easy for yourself, you have to make it easy to understand who you are. I was so disorganized, I was a complete mess. And I know me personally, I can't love somebody that I don't understand. Some people can do that, but I couldn't. And don't take that as me saying that love towards yourself is meant to be conditional on if you understand yourself or not, because it's not. But if you want to get your foot in the door, you have to start creating systems that can provide you that clarity. And you've got to start putting in the work to make that love unconditional. And you put in the work by creating those systems that I'm talking about. If you're serious about creating systems and changing your life, then here's what you don't do. You don't copy them. You don't copy somebody else's routine. You don't watch a YouTube video and copy everybody's advice, because that doesn't always work. If there's a person telling you an exact routine on how to change your life from start to bottom, from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., then they're just lying to you. Because it's not possible to copy somebody else's routine of self-love, knowing that you guys are starting from different positions, knowing that you guys need to appreciate yourself in different ways, knowing that everybody is completely different. There is not one routine that is universal for everybody. Your journey of self-love is meant to be personal. And if it's not personal to a T, then you're not going to find that self-love. The first system that I ever created, and when I say created, I mean the first system that I got off TikTok, was a routine that looked like me getting up at 6 a.m., me getting breakfast at 7 a.m., then me hitting the gym at 8 a.m., and then me just doing a bunch of other productive stuff throughout my day. And of course it felt good to have that system because I'm following a routine that could potentially change my life. But that wasn't my system. It was cool for the first week or so, but then after that, it didn't work for me. It just made me even more disappointed in myself because I couldn't stick to it. And of course I couldn't stick to it. It wasn't personable to me. So yeah, it didn't work. But that's not because it was a bad system. It was because it was a bad system for me. And if you can't find a system that's personal for you, then every system that you try is going to be bad. So if you're going to try to make any type of system, you got to start doing it the right way. Here is what I did to start creating systems in my life that's been the most effective change that I could have ever made. Take every single one of your goals and write those things down. And I'm not talking about those fake goals that you think you want, that you actually just got off of the internet because it looked nice. I'm talking about those burning desires that you have that one vision that you have for your life, that one thing that you think can actually change your life. Write all of those goals down, look at it, and realize that this is what you're here for. This is your purpose right now, and it may not be a long-term purpose for you. But for the time being, this is who I am. When I first started doing this, it was my freshman year of high school, and the first goals that I had was being on the football team, exercising, bulking up, doing good in school, and maybe 3 other goals that I can't remember right now. And even though I may not align with all of those goals currently, the fact that I had a purpose at the time being made it so much easier to make progress in my life and then eventually find some self-love within myself. So now that you understand what your goals are, you've got to create some form of systems. And for me, my systems look like getting 5 different journals and tracking my progress in every single one of them. And this is what I do even today. The system here is just organization. I'm a person that loves clarity. I'm a person that loves to understand what's going on. And journaling and writing your goals down and tracking that progress every single day, that's the best way that you can find some understanding of who you are. So now it's not like you're just falling in love with the goal. You're falling in love with the person that's making the goal happen. And when you write those things down in a journal, on a piece of paper, on your notes app, or wherever you want to write that stuff down, you'll read your imperfections. You'll see everything, and you'll see your flaws, and you'll realize that those are the best parts about yourself. That system of organization, writing stuff down, it's authentic. That's a raw version of who you are. And I fell in love with myself after I started to understand that I messed up here, but I persevered here. I'm resilient here. This was a bad day, but here I had a great day right after. It's like you're humanizing yourself to an extent, because for some reason we love to view ourselves as this artificial intelligence that has to be perfect. But when you write these things down and you create that organization to see your progress in every single thing, you start to realize, I'm a human. I need to treat myself like a human. I need to love myself like a human. When I created those systems, I gave myself permission to love myself. There is no confusion anymore. You know exactly what you want, and you're now understanding exactly how you can get there. And the more that you look forward to writing about your progress and your journey, the more time you actually spend with yourself. But this time, you're spending that time with yourself doing something that you love. And the more time that you spend with yourself doing the things that you love, doing the things that you're passionate about, and the things that you feel like are your purpose, the more you'll start to realize exactly how cool you are. And like I said, it's boring, but the more time you spend with yourself, the more that you track your progress, the more that you track the goals in your life, the more your life will change. And the more you'll understand exactly how much there is to love about you. But this is just an example of one thing that I did. I can probably make another video on different types of systems that you can create to start loving yourself or become more productive or whatever your goal is. So if you're interested in that, just let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.